Hola beautiful people, and welcome to yet another episode of the MTN Super Falcons show. My name is Oserame Inekbenebo, and as you know, on the show we bring you only the very best that the Super Falcons have to offer. And now, as we edge closer and closer to the kickoff of the FIFA Women's World Cup, preparations are on the way. The Super Falcons have been training and measures are being put in place to ensure that we come out victorious at this tournament. Now, the Super Falcons of Nigeria next week will be traveling all the way to Mexico for the Revelation Cup. Now, we spoke to Coach Randy Wardrum earlier about, expectations, tactics, and what to expect from the Super Falcons, even as we go to these friendlies. And now it's time for us to check out what exactly he had to say.
As far as this current Super Falcons team, I think it's loaded with a lot of talent. Offensively, I think there are a lot of players that have much to offer. I think from Asisat, obviously, we know what she's capable of, but when you add in players like Desire Opranozi, who's still in the mix, and you have Ithioma, you have Rashidat Ajabidi, you have Esther up front. There are just so many talented weapons offensively. I think the shoring up, making sure that we're where we need to be defensively is going to be a big piece of it. Got some great, bright young players with Imran coming in from the U20s and Tosin coming in from the U20s as well, to go along with our veteran players like Ohali and Anome, and of course Ashley back in the back has been a great addition for us as well. So I really like this team. I think it's just finding a way to get our best 11 players on the pitch.
My guy, my brother, my blood. E no get waiting fall from sky, we ground no fit carry. We have been through a lot, and we still stand strong. If you remember, together we overcame monsters, battled the darkness, and even survived loss. But we became unbreakable, unstoppable. So guy, shake off the bad vibe. Face the world with your full chest. Because this life, forget, you and me, now we go run out.
Well, that, of course, was Coach Randy Wardrum talking about all things, for the preparations of the friendlies. Now, we would also like to wish a hearty congratulations to Vivian Ikechukwu and Ugozi Okobi on their recent transfers to Besiktas in Turkey and UD Levante in Spain. Our girls are doing excellently well, and we are super, super proud of them. Now, in case you're not already following us across all social media platforms, this is the perfect time to do so. It's at MTN NG on Instagram and Twitter, and it's MTN Nigeria on Facebook and YouTube, and of course our very own pages across all social media platforms, Super Falcons Show. Because every week, do not forget that we've got trivias right here on the show, and I will be giving you the trivia at the end of the show, so you want to stay tuned. Now, of course, we've been talking about the tournament and the FIFA Women's World Cup, and preparations, they have been ongoing. Last week, FIFA kicked off a three-part preparatory seminar for the officials for the women's tournament. Now, we've got 33 referees, 55 assistant referees, and we've got 19 video match officials. And they are leaving no stones unturned in preparing these officials for the tournament. Now, we have got to speak with the FIFA Chief Women's Football Officer, and she got quite a lot to say about the preparedness, readiness going into this tournament. We got to speak to Sarai Berman, and here is what she had to say.
It's going to be an incredible start for the FIFA Women's World Cup this year. We, of course, have the opening match and the opening ceremony in Auckland, where the New Zealand Football Ferns will take on Norway. And then a few hours later, across the ditch, we're going to have the Matildas playing against the Republic of Ireland. 2 absolutely massive matches, and we're expecting over 100,000 fans to fill those 2 stadiums and take in that momentous moment, which will be the opening day of the Women's World Cup. And it's going to be a huge day for women's football because we also have our fan festivals up and running. There'll be tens of thousands of people there, as well as what we know will be millions of fans watching on broadcast all over the world. So we're certainly pushing this tournament beyond greatness, and the opening match day will certainly show us that.
Now, week in, week out, we take you on a tour of the FIFA facilities for this tournament, which happens to be the biggest ever in women's football. And now today, we will be taking you to Sydney. Yes, we'll be taking a look at the Stadium Australia, 83,500 capacity. Ladies and gentlemen, that is super huge, and it is the venue for Australia and the Republic of Ireland game, July the 20th. And I will remind you that, of course, is the Super Falcons team, you know, the group. So you want to pay close attention to that game, you know, and check out our opponents. So all the way to Sydney, Australia, we go.
Shallow, why it's okay, make it relax like it's your by day. Anything you want, do it on. If you do, I'm no need to delay. You no need to stress yourself, eh? You got that world in your hand. Living like a baby girl for life. Make the people know. If you wanna buy your headtime, oh yes. Easy access, now one time. Oh yes. Everything break it there, oh yeah. Oh yeah, 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 oh yeah. My MTN, my MTN, my MTN.
Download my MTN NG app and get 1 gigabyte free. Also, get up to 2 gigabytes when you recharge 500 Naira and above with your debit card on the app. Plus 10% extra on every recharge on my MTN NG app.
Now, without a doubt, I will most certainly be one of the fans in that stadium. And you never know, MTN is super generous. They just might take one of you, our lucky viewers. That means you have to watch the show every single time it pops up on your screen. Anyways, just before we wrap up today's segment of the show, I have a trivia for you. You can win 5,000 Naira worth of airtime courtesy MTN when you get the answer to this question correctly. Remember to drop your answers across all our comment sections: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, MTN Nigeria, and at MTN NG. And from me and MTN and the Super Falcons team, it's a wrap on today's episode. I will see you next week. My name is Sarah May Inegbenebo, and it's bye for now.